Our next presenter tonight is Elizabeth Lund. Elizabeth is an editor, writer of young adult novels, and lover of index funds. She is director of publications for the Medical Library Association, and she volunteers 1 day a week at Tallgrass Sudbury School in Riverside. She is passionate about youth rights and educational alternatives, including homeschooling and unschooling. Please welcome Elizabeth.
This is how I felt in school. There was a big, interesting world out there, and I was being kept away from it. I wanted to learn. I wanted to learn more, faster, different things. But by 8th grade, I was threatening to drop out. Young kids are famous for asking why. They want to learn about the world, and they want to learn how to do things. Talk, walk, read, do the things their parents do. Now think about your life as an adult. You're still learning. You learn through reading. You learn through conversation. You learn through experience. Maybe sometimes you take classes, but you have a lot of options. So, if humans like to learn, why do so many kids end up hating school? I think one reason is that they don't have choice. Oh, sorry. Oops. All right. Even video games are another way to learn. Take Candy Crush. It's only interesting because you're constantly getting new levels. Video games aren't popular because they're mindless. They're popular because they provide a constantly increasing level of challenge. So if humans like to learn, why do so many kids end up hating school? I think one reason is that they don't have choices. We think it's dangerous to let kids choose how they spend their time. We're afraid they'll play Candy Crush all day and never learn to do math. But there are some schools where students do have choices. I've been working with Tallgrass Sudbury School in Riverside for the past 4 years. A Sudbury school turns almost everything we associate with traditional education on its head. School rules and decisions are made by the school meeting, which is made up of all students and staff. It's a little like a student council, only it has real power. Sudbury schools believe students have the ability and the right to make their own decisions. Sudbury schools don't revolve around classes. Classes do happen, but there are some days at Tallgrass pass without any classes at all. What happens instead? People spend a lot of time talking. They make jokes, argue, philosophize, and give each other advice. Younger kids often spend a lot of time playing. People sew, program computers, read, all sorts of things. Let's see. Kids aren't divided by age. Friendships can form among kids of different ages. Younger kids can spend time listening to older teens or adults talking. There are also no grades. Students really do take charge of their own education. They're the only ones who can decide whether they're satisfied with how and what they're learning. The only evaluation is when someone decides they want to graduate. At that point, they can present a thesis and defend it in front of the school community. There are still rules. Here's someone breaking one of the rules, no climbing on the table. If somebody reminds her of the rule and she doesn't stop, she might have to go to judicial council, which is a group that reviews complaints and then makes decisions on what to do about them. So, do kids really play video games all day? A lot of kids do play games, often while talking. They also write fan fiction, make art, and create databases about their favorite games. So it's creative, it's analytical, it's social, not just staring at a screen. Most 10-year-olds will not spontaneously decide to fulfill the Common Core standards for 4th grade. But I think that's okay. Many things, say state history, could be learned just as well at 6 or 16, and others may not be as important as we think they are. But Tallgrass has convinced me that humans really do seek challenge. Math classes are always popular. I've seen kids write scripts for multi-season TV series, make authentic Renaissance-style clothes, and program amazing things in Minecraft to demonstrate concepts from physics. And I've seen kids learn to handle conflict, protect their need for alone time, and learn how to tell a friend that they really want to spend time with a different friend right now. Tallgrass is very small. It would love to be much bigger, but the school doesn't appeal to everyone, and others find it appealing but can't afford it. Most Sudbury schools do charge tuition. For my parents, the menu of educational options looked something like this. I believe I would have thrived in an environment like Tallgrass. But we didn't know about Sudbury schools. And there were no Sudbury schools in the types of small towns where we lived. For someone in Chicago today, the menu might look something more like this. It's a better menu, but given the many similarities between these types of schools, it's still a pretty narrow range of choices. I don't think Sudbury education is the answer for everyone, but I don't think conventional school is the answer for everyone either. And I want our thinking about education to include real choices for kids, including Sudbury. I want school to be a world of technicolor possibilities, not a grayscale prison.